Why are you waiting for things to happen? Why are you waiting to fix your practice? I'm Dr. Letitia Rowe, and I'd like to discuss with you the benefits and economics surrounding Click It Clinic's telemedicine platform. Stay tuned to my first new media town hall and see why if you're not thinking about tomorrow, then you're already in the past. Because telemedicine means technology. Telemedicine means better profits. Telemedicine means mobility for your practice. Now you can go on vacation again. Now you can be responsible for your patients without being tied to a brick and mortar practice. You can leave the city without leaving your patients. Click It Clinic and telemedicine is the opportunity for the concierge lifestyle of medicine for everyone. Telemedicine and Click It Clinic, we are the game changers for modern day healthcare. And the way that we do this and implement this makes all the difference. Telemedicine is going to happen one way or another without us colleagues, but it's very important to me because I understand how hard you've worked for so long that you are a part of this. So now I'm going to give you an opportunity from wherever you are virtually, Facebook, online. Please send us your questions and I'm going to address them one by one because as I said at the beginning of this conversation, my goal is to keep you informed, to keep you empowered, and to keep you engaged. So, first question today is how does telemedicine benefit physicians with traditional practices? Well, I think I've touched on this just a little, but I'm going to go ahead and address it in depth. For the physician with the traditional practice, you're at your office from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And when you leave, you never really leave because you're either on call or a part of a call pool. And when that happens, it takes time away from your family, time away from your friends, and time away from yourselves. But your patients deserve to have access to good health care even if you're not there. So what we do for the traditional practice is work with you so that when you leave work, you truly leave work. And Click It Clinic, we take over through telemedicine. Not only is that good for you in terms of your lifestyle, it's good for you in terms of profitability because at the end of the day, if you're not there for your patients, someone else will be. There are 9,000 urgent care centers in America. And I guarantee you, urgent cares are much more profitable than the traditional primary care office. Because when your office closes at 5 p.m., that's when most of the problems happen. That's when people need us the most. But you shouldn't have to work evenings to take care of them, nor should you have to lose revenue to the 9,000 urgent cares across America. It's time to take back your business. It's time for you to take control of your practice and give your patients access to good care you trust at all hours. Because the last thing you need is a patient coming back to you being told that they've been treated at an urgent care and you have no idea what happened, but you're left to pick up the pieces and fix the problem. When your patient uses our telemedicine service, we assure you that the next day you'll know what happened. You'll know what goes on. We understand that the primary care physician is in control and should always be communicated with anytime we touch or treat your patient. So now you're probably wondering, well, what will you be treating? Because it is very important that we make sure that we're touching on the issues that can be handled via telemedicine and not everything. So at Click It Clinic and other telemedicine providers, we are treating conditions that are not medical conditions. Emergency rooms have a role. There are times when patients truly need to have a hands-on exam by a physician in the middle of the night. We will triage those patients and make sure that they get the care they need. However, for non-emergent medical problems, which patients often unknowingly go to the emergency room or to urgent care where they end up paying $120 to $500 plus deductibles for simple minor problems such as sinus infections, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, even people coming in just needing help with depression, anxiety. We handle all of those problems online, and we're able to diagnose and treat, and we're face to face. Do not be fooled into thinking there is no face to face and a relationship through telemedicine. We ensure that. We make sure that we only stay within the scope of what is good for the patient. We practice good medicine. Now, our competitors, I can't speak for them, but I'll tell you the stories that I've heard from my patients of being prescribed antibiotics within 52 seconds of picking up the phone. I think you'll agree with me, colleagues, that that's not good care. I'll tell you the stories I hear from patients about being treated by doctors that they have no idea who these people are, where they went to med school, what their credentials are, and how they ended up working for those companies. We're different. We will always let you know who our providers are and who's taking care of your patients. So, how can a physician have a regular practice and work with Click It Clinic? Well, we want you to work less, not more. So as you become a part of our large physician network of Click It Clinic, you actually can afford to take time away from your practice. You no longer have to work 5 days a week full time because you will be earning dividends from what we earn as a company. When's the last time you got a dividend from a company? When's the last time your employer offered you any stock or showed you what their profitability was? The next time a telemedicine company emails you, recruits you, asks you to utilize your medical knowledge and your years of experience to their benefit, you ask them, and don't feel selfish, what's in it for me? We have a responsibility to protect our patients and to protect ourselves. So if you're going to work for a company and help them grow, come on, guys, let's at least make sure that we know who we're working for and what they're doing. So, as a physician, we encourage you to promote telemedicine because, as I said earlier, telemedicine isn't going away. So it's in your interest to get on board and let the patients know what's going on. Let them know who you support. Let them know who you believe in. Let them know who Click It Clinic is. Let them know who the only 100% physician-owned and operated telemedicine company is in the nation. Okay, now we have another question coming in from our Facebook. What is the relationship between telemedicine and the insurance companies? I'm so glad you asked. Recently, there was an article released in NPR showing that United Healthcare has led the way by agreeing that they are going to reimburse exactly the same for telemedicine visits as other visits. So we as telemedicine companies, in order for us to function and operate without deferring the cost to our patients, we have to make sure that insurance companies value what we do and are willing to reimburse. Otherwise, how can we continue to deliver this form of healthcare to patients? Eventually, perhaps insurance companies may decide to do telemedicine themselves. That's yet to be said. But right now, the role of the insurance companies is to ensure that every individual they cover has access to telemedicine. We shouldn't have to play guessing games. We shouldn't have to wonder or try to figure out, is this reimbursable? On the front of every insurance card in America, there should be a copay for telemedicine. The same where there is a copay for an office visit, the same where there is a copay for an emergency room visit. They know telemedicine is there. In fact, in 21 states, including the great state of Texas, it is required that insurance companies pay for this benefit. So why bury it? Why hide it? Why not let individuals know that it's there? We need every healthcare insurance company to take the initiative, just as United Healthcare did, and say, we value this and we understand whether a physician treats sinusitis online or in the office, it's the same problem. They have the same medical knowledge. They've spent the same time and possibly more with the physician. So guess what? We're going to make sure we give them what it's worth. So why is it so important that telemedicine companies are physician-owned? Well, come on, guys. At the end of the day, we know that business people are interested in the bottom line. At Click It Clinic, our goal and mission is to never compromise healthcare for the bottom line. We believe that by practicing good medicine and always doing what is in the best interest of the patient, that we can protect our patients. In Texas, we have a law that makes sure that physician companies and services can only be owned by physicians because it protects the patient. And we need for other states to follow suit and keep healthcare where it belongs, where physicians can be protected, patients can be protected in the hands of physicians. Recently, speaking of Texas, the Texas Medical Board made a great decision by protecting patients in Texas and making sure that vital signs, which are vital to an exam, are accessible before the first telemedicine visit. Now, are vital signs always required for telemedicine visits? No, they're not. But I completely understand where the Texas Medical Board is coming from and why they want this there. Because at the end of the day, if you've never seen the patient before, never touched them before, they want to make sure that you understand what's going on. God forbid the patient that you're treating for a simple UTI has a blood pressure of 200 over 120 and you had no idea, but you went ahead and treated them for that UTI, and now that patient has a bigger problem, a stroke. But you never knew because you didn't have those vital signs. Well, our competitors are working really hard and investing a lot of money in making it seem like Texas is a bad place to do telemedicine. The truth is, Texas is a great place to do telemedicine, and we're thriving because we follow the laws, which are there for one purpose and one purpose alone, to protect our patients. So don't be skewed by what you see in the news, because people with millions of dollars can make the media seem a little bit slighted. Okay, so we have another question come in. How do you think the growth of telemedicine will affect the healthcare industry? Well, I have to admit, telemedicine, in my opinion, as the founder of a telemedicine company, is going to be groundbreaking. It is going to revolutionize healthcare. However, the long-term effects of telemedicine depend on where physicians are in what's going on. Because if we are not involved, my colleagues, what will happen is a sicker population, because access to care alone is not the only thing that is important. What is important is making sure that people have access to care and continuity of care. So when you think of continuity of care, when you think of primary care, when you think of good medicine, you need to think about Click It Clinic. So what is the most important thing to know about telemedicine? I think the most important thing to know about telemedicine is that it's here to stay. In 24 to 48 months, everyone will have some type of access to telemedicine. And the next most important thing for you to know is when to use it. Because if you're having severe chest pain, if you're having shortness of breath, I don't want you to log on to Click It Clinic at that point. I want you to seek the nearest healthcare provider. But for minor complaints, for refills on medications, that's when we're here for you. In the last year alone, there were 800,000 visits done via telemedicine from private companies. Recently, the government has revealed that in the VA hospital, there were over 600,000 healthcare visits done via telemedicine. Telemedicine isn't new, people. The VA hospitals, the Army, they've been using this since 1992. In other countries, oh my God, even longer. So why haven't we gotten on board? Because we haven't had to. You know, we don't do things that we don't have to do in healthcare. We know that our population is very sick and we haven't changed anything the way we do things, fee for service, for so long. Well, it's time for a change. Okay, we have another question. How has the transition from a traditional to a telemedicine practice affected your bottom line? At the end of the day, what's important to me is not how it's affected my bottom line, but how it has affected our patients and what our patients are saying. So go online and see for yourself what our patients are saying. They're saying that we are the best doctors that they've ever had access to. They're saying telemedicine works. They say they love Click It Clinic. Now, what I will say for you all that are going into telemedicine, what you can anticipate is initially there will be some challenges with incorporating telemedicine in your practice. And there will be some challenges getting patients to adopt the new technology. But it's a challenge that is well worth the wait. I'd like to congratulate our new American Telemedicine Association president, Reed Tuckson, on his appointment as president-elect of the American Telemedicine Association. There is so much going on. This is such an exciting time in healthcare. You cannot afford to sit on the sidelines, my colleagues. You have to get involved. Now, there are many ways to get involved with Click It Clinic and telemedicine in general. So, are you going to be an employee? If so, contact us. We'll find a job for you. Are you going to be an investor? Join us. We welcome you as an investor. In fact, in the last year alone, $6.7 billion was invested in digital health. Let me say that one more time. $6.7 billion was invested in telemedicine, in digital health, partly in telemedicine. So ask yourself, how much of that did you invest? Some? None? Well, if you didn't invest anything, guess what? 5 years from now, you won't be earning anything either. So it's time to get on board and be a part of this. Now, telemedicine goes way beyond the borders of the United States of America. Imagine individuals in countries around the world today suffering from common medical problems that we here have American physicians that may be sitting in the office, may be retired, may be wanting to be a part of a bigger solution to the healthcare problem worldwide. Why aren't we utilizing this technology to help individuals all around the world? It's bigger than you and I. It's bigger than us. And the bottom line is, if you are not a part, you're simply a spectator. So if this industry doesn't go the way we expect it to, well, who can you blame? Well, the great news is you have the opportunity. You have the opportunity to be more than an employee today. You have the opportunity to be a part of the healthcare revolution. You have an opportunity to be a part of Click It Clinic. This is our first telemedicine town hall, but I guarantee you, colleagues, it won't be the last. It is a part of a 4-part series, so please spread the word. We need you all to let our colleagues know what's happening and what's going on, and we look forward to seeing you for Telemedicine Town Hall Part 2. Stay tuned.